My name's Rachel O'Connor. I work as Assistant Chief Executive for the Sustainability and Transformation Partnership in Birmingham and Solihull. As part of International Women's Day, I wanted to reflect a little bit on my career to date and some of the experiences that I've had and opportunities with people who've influenced my career and my experience. So I started off post-university on the NHS graduate scheme. I feel really fortunate about having that opportunity. Back then, it was a relatively small programme in what it is now, but it was hugely important for me in being able to start in a real-life job with real-life experience back here in Birmingham in 2002. So one of the real benefits that I saw through the graduate training scheme was the opportunities that we had with a wider access of support going through, which is a really new time for somebody who was starting their first employment post-education. So access to mentors, to support systems, to working with other colleagues and leaders across the system and learning from their style and their leadership was hugely important to shaping how we were going to be the next generation of leaders, particularly qualities around inclusion, around ensuring that we don't make biases or stereotypes in when we're designing services or when we're supporting our staff and workforce as leaders, and actually how we do our utmost to enable all those of all backgrounds, all genders, to be able to have the right access to support and leadership programmes in particular. Across my career, I've had a huge amount of support from leaders across the systems who, I have to say, have done nothing but encourage and promote the opportunities and encourage, particularly for myself and feeling as a woman working in the sector, which in some areas can in some organisations be more male dominated, particularly on senior boards back in the day than they are now. As a board member myself, here across the Birmingham and Solihull CCG and indeed across the STP board, I think it's a great example of how far we've come, where actually 50% of the CCG board is of a female makeup, and certainly there are no barriers, I perceive, in terms of our senior leaders being able to be valued and supported into those senior roles. It does make me reflect a little bit on some of the experience perhaps in my early days and some of the experiences that I had as a young person growing up in Birmingham, and huge exposure to some excellent female leaders over the years. Some of the people that I've learned an awful lot from and who've really encouraged me and opened up a number of opportunities I think it starts at home. So back in the 80s, as a young child, my mum was probably the only one of my friends who actually worked part-time, and I know that must have been hugely difficult for her, and some of the things that she might have missed, some of the things that she felt that she had to say no to, but actually probably my brother and I didn't necessarily see that. What we saw was a fabulous role model who gave us a huge work ethic around the benefits of being in work, the tools and experience and the things that she could offer us as a family in being able to be in work, and encouraging us to take every opportunity that we had. The other things that I reflect on is I had a great opportunity to be part of a youth club growing up, and recognising the work that I do now, the importance of youth opportunities and youth work and youth clubs to young people. It was great for experiencing skills that have stood me well in my development, whether that be teamwork, whether that be actually how you are a good friend, how you are a good team player, and how you recognise some of the challenges that other young people that may have come from a different background to myself, that they were experiencing, and treating people equally. And some of the work that we're doing through the Sustainability Transformation Partnership is starting right at an early age with schools, be that in the work that we're promoting around the careers and opportunities that we have in social care, valuing the young people in our city and wanting Birmingham and Solihull to be a place where our young people stay, get their education and work and contribute and be part of our future workforce.